So imagine landing like maybe 9 views on a video that has been sitting on YouTube for 3 whole weeks.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is rough.
Right. And
Yeah.
this is on a channel that supposedly, really knows how to game the system.
Welcome to today's deep dive. Today we are looking at a single, honestly pretty brutal comment from a viewer that exposes exactly how a creator engineered their own algorithmic death.
Yeah, it's a fascinating case study.
It really is.
Yeah.
So for you listening, our mission today is simple. We are putting on our analytical hats. I'm going to look at this as a digital strategist, and you'll be taking the media critic angle. We really want to explore the friction that erupts between creators and their audiences when that trust completely breaks down.
And I mean, the irony at the heart of this source is just thick. We have a creator who, they supposedly criticize mainstream media for being fake or deceptive.
Yeah.
But then they're getting called out by their own viewers for using the exact same deceptive methods.
Yeah, exactly. To just like farm clicks. Right. From a media criticism standpoint, it is just a textbook bait and switch. The commenter specifically calls out the hypocrisy of using a misleading name in a video title to drive views.
Wait, like naming someone who isn't even in the video?
Yep. Even though the video has absolutely nothing to do with that person, it's basically a manufactured lure, just totally designed to exploit people's curiosity.
Okay, let's unpack this for a second. Looking at this through a digital strategy lens, I have to wonder, are we being too harsh here? Like, is clickbait inherently evil, or is it just, aggressive marketing?
I mean, yeah.
Think of it like a flashy billboard on the highway, right?
Hmm.
The billboard itself isn't the problem. The problem only really happens if the restaurant it advertises serves terrible food.
Well, I don't think that billboard analogy actually holds up here.
Really? Why not?
Because a billboard doesn't actively disguise itself as the food. What this creator is doing isn't just aggressive marketing. It's straight up forgery.
Ah, okay, I see what you mean.
The commenter actually provides a much sharper analogy. They compare this deception to, like, walking into a store that claims to sell original high-quality goods. But once you get inside, you realize the shelves are just stocked with full-priced knockoffs.
Oh, that's a great comparison.
Right. You might fall for it and walk through the door once, but you are never, ever going to trust that storefront again.
Yeah, you only fall for it once. And that loss of trust, it doesn't just annoy viewers. From a data perspective, it creates a fatal data trail behind the scenes. We can actually see the measurable fallout in the comment itself.
Yeah, the viewer mentioned the dismal numbers, right?
Exactly. Videos sitting for 3 weeks with a pitiful 4 or 9 views. And the viewer actually admits they clicked multiple times on different videos, but immediately tuned out when they realized they'd been tricked.
Which is so common.
Yeah. If you've ever clicked a video and backed out, like 3 seconds later, you've contributed to this exact metric without even knowing it. It creates what we call ghost viewership, where early clicks trick the algorithm briefly, but then the engagement is just abysmal.
And that is incredibly damaging mechanically, right?
Yep.
When we look at how the algorithm processes that ghost viewership, we are seeing a direct conflict between two critical metrics.
Click-through rate and average view duration.
Exactly. The misleading title successfully spikes the initial click-through rate. So the platform thinks, oh, great, people want this, and it pushes it out to a wider audience. But then the bait and switch triggers an absolutely terrible average view duration.
Because viewers just bail instantly.
Right. They realize it's fake and they leave.
And the commenter explicitly states their ultimate boundary here. They say, time is money. Viewers simply will not spend their valuable currency, their time, on a bait and switch.
No, of course not.
And the algorithm ruthlessly enforces that boundary. It effectively shadow bans future content because it assumes the creator is consistently providing a terrible user experience.
Which brings us to the commenter's final stinging conclusion. Because the creator's actual message cannot break through the noise of their own deception, the viewer basically declares that the creator is ultimately just making videos for their own pleasure.
Ouch. For their own pleasure. That's brutal.
It really is. They've completely alienated the exact people they were trying to reach.
So what does this all mean for you listening? I mean, in the digital age, audience trust is really your only true currency.
Yep.
You burn it for a quick click, and you just end up speaking to an empty room.
Exactly. A totally empty room.
Which leaves us with one final kind of provocative thought to ponder today. If a creator is truly making content just for their own pleasure, why do they feel the desperate need to use deceptive marketing to trick people into watching it?